Hi everybody, this is Frank here from Cambridge Underwater Discoveries, and I'll just let you know I have been stuck in bed for 6 days with flu and bronchitis. So this will be my first time leaving the house today and actually seeing some people. No disrespect to my wife or my daughter, but it will be nice to get out. And today I'll be going into the city of Cambridge, where I'll do a little bit of filming around the city centre, and then I'll venture down to a place called the Mill Pond. We have been there before, and it's a great place for magnet fishing, so I'm going to give that one a try. So please come and join me today on my city adventure and rustic adventure here in the city of Cambridge. This is a view of Cambridge United, the Cadara Abbey Stadium. I was a season ticket holder here for many years, and today, actually not here at home today, it's next weekend. Looking at the board over there, they are playing at home with Bromley next weekend, so they must be away today. So this is Cambridge United Club store just over there, and over there in the distance is the Abbey Lounge, which is a great place to have quite a cheap pint of beer. So Cadara Abbey Stadium. This is the Cambridge Leper Chapel. It's probably the oldest building in Cambridge. There's a little bit more information down here. The Chapel of St Mary Magdalene dates from 1125 as one of the oldest buildings in Cambridge. It was built as part of an isolation hospital for lepers, and has survived the centuries because of its association with the medieval Stourbridge Fair, the largest in Europe. So there's just a little bit of information about the Leper Chapel. This is Berto's Bistro. I've got to say, this has got to be the worst takeaway van I've ever seen. Would you buy your food from this place? I'm not sure I will. This is Pembroke College Boat Club, one of the many boat clubs here in Cambridge. Yeah, there's a lot of rowing going on in Cambridge. Of course, you know that famous race every year, Cambridge versus Oxford. I think Cambridge has done quite well the last few years. They've even held the event in Ely a couple of times since the First World War because of the bombings and also COVID. So this is some of the boathouses here along the River Cam. I live in a hole that travels with me. My belly is deep. If I swallow too much, I get swallowed myself. What am I? Well, I'm going to let you think about that one, and I'm going to have to think about that one myself. This is Jesus Green Lido. Actually, you can get a free swim out of this because I work for Cambridge City Council and actually get in here for free. It's probably one of the biggest swimming pools in the country, in length-wise. I think it was in Europe at one stage. It's an outdoor pool. It's very, very cold. Not sure if I want to be swimming in there today then. Jesus Green Lido. This is All Saints Garden Art and Craft Market. It's not my type of thing. Plenty of things to do in Cambridge. Plenty of people advertising stuff there. I bet they don't come back and take their little banners down or posters. Another thing I've got to show you today, which I might have a problem with, is trying to find. You normally have a problem trying to find where to put your car. This is Cambridge. I'm having trouble to find somewhere to put my bike. Never mind my car. Look at all these bicycles here. Wow. Cannot find a spot along here. I'm still struggling to find one. Oh well, we might have just had one here. Yes, I found a spot. That's where my bicycle's gonna go, just there. This is Trinity College Chapel. And this is Trinity College. And look at the gentleman over here. He's got his bowler hat on. Wow, it's not something you see very often. Somebody with a bowler hat. And all these bicycles all lined up. Lots and lots of bicycles. And a gentleman with a hat on there. Cool. And this is where King Charles went here to study here in Cambridge. King Charles. And I think this is also where Isaac Newton actually came as well. So a couple of famous figures there. Trinity College. And just up ahead, as all the tourists around here, there's a little figure of Henry VIII. It's just up there. Yes, he was the man who had a lot of wives. Lucky man. Or maybe unlucky, because he decided to kill a few of them off. So, Henry VIII. We are now walking into the centre of Cambridge, which is actually traffic free. You don't have any cars come through here. I'm not sure you're even allowed to have your bicycle come through here during the day, but you'll still get the odd bike come through. Yeah, I've lived in Cambridge 30 odd years. Yeah, originally from County Durham, from a little pit mining village, County Durham. So I'm just going by here now. Oh, we're on. It's Cambridge City Council. It's the people I work for. Come to collect the bins, of course. They do a fantastic job. I've got some mates that actually work with it, who's a bin men, so yeah, they do a good job. Yeah, I was going to take a little bit more view. This one over here. Sea Salt Cornwall. It's not a shop I'd be going into. Free people. Wow, there's not much you get for free nowadays. You've even got to pay for your air at the old garage to put in your tyres. Yeah, we're coming right in the heart of the centre now, Cambridge. Right in the heart. Your King's College up ahead. This is a cool one here. Yeah, Union Jack on there. Jack's on Trinity. Yeah, this is cool. Let's have a little look inside of this one. Or inside the window. There we go. University of Cambridge. Yeah, all tourists will come in here. Get all the Cambridge stuff. All the cups. They can get their teddies just down there. Oh, yes. And it won't be very cheap, because this is Cambridge, a tourist city. We're outside King's College here. It's absolutely buzzing today, probably with lots of tourists. There's King's entrance. Lovely building. Just take a little walk down here. I'll take you down this little passageway here. This camera shop has been here since 1952. Camera and Optics Centre. Yes, a lot of these shops have been here for years. So I was going to show you down here a little Corpus Christi College playroom. Walk around here. St Edward King and Martyr Parish Church. (1800) the gravestone. Wow. It's a long time ago now. This is quite a strange little cemetery. And this bookshop over here, he's been here a long time as well. Established in 1896. Wow. This quaint little bookshop. Don't think I've ever bought a book from here before. G. David. Established in 1896. Nice little bookshop. This little statue here is in dedication of a guy called Snowy Farr, who's a guy who used to bring his animals into the city centre years ago with his mice and his rabbits, and used to make money for charity. And this little statue was dedicated to him. You can see little mice there and a cat on top. Snowy Farr. I found this quite funny actually. There we go. A Harry Potter owl. These are two good drinking holes here in Cambridge. There we go, the Baron of Beef. And this next one here, the Mitre, which was founded in 1754. But I think there's all the pubs in this one actually. I think there's one just down the road here. It's called a Pickering or something. That's dated even earlier. So, founded in 1754. There you go. I think the council's run out of money. So someone's just decided to put a chalk sign on there, to the river. So, we're going to take a little walk down here. Yes, this is a very old part of Cambridge here. Look at these old buildings. And look at the chimneys there. The chimney pots up the top. They're cool. You don't see that very often, do you? Chimneys like that. And that's a bit of a dying trade nowadays. A chimney sweep. You just don't see people do that now. Because no one has coal fires. I remember the days growing up in the northeast of England. We used to sit by the fire on a cold winter's night, toasting your bread on the coal fire. This is the way to the river. It's actually quite a nice view up here actually. So you can hire your pants out here as well. GHL pants. 40-minute guided tours, 7 historical colleges, £20 per person. Oh, somebody's getting upset in front. Oh, here we go. Just down here, you can see the pants coming up here. There we go. There's some pants just there. And just one cornetto. Give it to me. Delicious ice cream from Walls Ice Cream. Yeah, here we go. This is not Venice, by the way. It's Cambridge. It's a lovely view along here, mind. Just get up the bridge here. Just give it a nicer view. Here we go. Look at this view from here. Wow. Picturesque or what? Yeah, I've punted quite a few times in Cambridge. Not too many, considering I've lived here 30 years. But that is one spectacular view. I'm not so sure if I should do my magnet fishing down here. Might get told off by the toffs. Let's give you a little bit more view on this side. There you go. It says here 20 hire ton self hire, £24 per hour, and 20 guided tours, £20 per person. There we go. Just going on nice and slowly along the River Cam. Beautiful. All you need is a pint of beer or a bottle of wine. This is a nice autumn walk this way. Look at the colours of the trees there. Beautiful. And all the old lamps there. Really nice lamps. Yeah, autumn is now here. One thing you got to avoid as well in Cambridge is bicycles. There's lots of bicycles here in Cambridge. Yes, look at this lovely lamp here. Really nice. It's nice how they've kept the old things here. This is a lovely view of King's College. You can also see the pants going along the river there as well. Cambridge is a nice city to live in. It's very expensive, mind. Rents are very expensive. I think on average probably over £1,000 or more for private renting. I can't afford that. Not private renting, especially in Cambridge. That's why a lot of people actually come from live outside of Cambridge and surrounding areas and travel into Cambridge for the jobs, because they can't afford to live and pay the rents. Right, I'm right near King's College, which is just beyond this seat here. And one of my pet hates: rubbish. People dumping rubbish. Look, they just can't be bothered to just put it in their bags, find an nearest bin, and just put it in the bin. I mean, I used to be a caretaker for the Cambridge City Council, and I used to do a litter picking, so I know what it's like to picking up lots of rubbish what people dump on the floors. One of my pet hates. Well, we've had the king. Now we've got the queen. Yes, this is Queen's College. It's a very nice building. And I do like the sign here. There we go. That's nice. A wolf. Very nice. And just to our left here is Queen's College. Oh, looks like some people are looking a bit cold today. Got the blankets out. Oh yes, look. And people down there got the beers at hand. Where do you get on? Over there? Nice bicycle on the wall. Very old bike shop here. It's been here for years. There we go. If you want to get your bike serviced, £35. Bicycle servicing from £35. Or wanted dead or alive cycles. Cool. Oh look. Oh look, we got ET. Phone home. There is a magnet fish's dream down here. It's where people chuck the coins. Just down here. But I don't think I'll put my magnet in. I might get told off by the tourists. Yes, a man-made wishing well. Just a little view of Scudamore's boat yard here. This is where you can get your pant from. So you got all the oars over there. You've even got paddle boards. Something which is very popular nowadays. Paddle boarding. You got all the life jackets there as well. Definitely something I recommend for kids on the water. Definitely to have a life jacket on. I'd have one on myself. I don't trust going in the river. And over here in the distance on the other side is a big hotel. And look, we've got some canoes over there as well. They're quite cool. Wouldn't mind going on one of them with my brother or my son. Yeah, maybe we could do some magnet fishing from a canoe. There's an interesting thing we could try. And you can see there's people coming back from their canoe trip. Hi everybody, it's Frank here. I've now come to my area where I'm going to do my magnet fishing. You see right behind me there. Nice little spot. This is called the Mill Pond. It's quite a famous place in the summer for when people come down to the grass round here and bring their bottles. Probably to smoke a little bit of a you-know-what. And cigarettes and vapes. Because this is where I find loads of bottle tops vapes in the river here. So we are now at the Mill Pond. I'm just about to throw my magnet in there. And of course, what always comes to me, there we go. It's a lovely swan. There he is. Oh, he's eating a bit of grass now. Pecking away at the grass. So, Mr. Swan. We used to have a swan in Cambridge many years ago called Mr. Asbo. Yes, he was the most troublesome swan in Cambridge. He used to attack everybody. He used to come out of the water and run after people and try to bite them. But I don't think this is Mr. Asbo. He looks quite friendly and quite nice. So, a lovely swan down here by the river. I am now ready for the launch. There we go. Let's toss this lovely magnet into the river. Well, I've been magnet fishing, say, about 15 minutes. Hasn't been spectacular, I've got to say. Happens sometimes. Sometimes you could go for ages and hardly get anything. And sometimes you could just chuck the magnet in and just pull something out every single time. So this is a little rundown so far what I've found. And of course, every time I come to this spot, I always manage to find these items. There we go. A NOS canister. Not one, but two. Two NOS canisters to the collection. Then we have a little bit of scrap metal there. Nothing exciting, I've got to say. But the next one, something I've never probably found before. There we go. It looks like a strap. Comes apart. And then you've got the belt bit on the middle there, so it sort of tightens up. So there we go. A strap. Probably something I could tie my brother down with when he misbehaves himself. So, yeah, a strap. So far, nothing spectacular, but still enjoying the magnet fishing adventure here in Cambridge. Just going to show you some more items which I've managed to pull out the river here. First bit up, nothing exciting there. There you go, a little bit of metal. Not sure where it's from. Must come from something. And then, of course, another one of these NOS canisters here. So that is number 5 I've managed to pull in so far. And there we go. We've got ourselves a very crusted up, looking like a battery. Well, it looks the shape of a battery. But this next one looks quite interesting. This looks like a set of nail clippers. I'm not sure they're going to be used on my fingernails or toenails anytime soon, unless I give them a good old bash with a hammer and stick it on some vinegar or bicarbonate soda or something and clean them up. So, a pair of clippers. So there's more items I found down here by the river. Sometimes when you're magnet fishing, sometimes you need to move spot because you might go ages without finding anything. I've had the camera rolling for a while, managed to get a few bottle tops, a few bits of scrap metal, nothing exciting. I mean, with magnet fishing, sometimes you just want to pull out knives and guns and bullets and things like that, but you're not going to get that every single time. You've got to go through the good, you've got to go through the bad. Well, it's for your decision to make if I'm ugly. So, the good, the bad, and the ugly. As well as magnet fishing, we got normal fishing. Fish fishing. Yes, we've got 3 young guys here. Yeah, they're going to tell me their names. Hello there. What's your name, mate?
Ethan.
Hello, Ethan. And
Harry.
Harry. Nice to meet you, Harry.
Alex.
Hello, Alex. Let's hope these guys catch something to eat today. We caught anything yet, you say? Nothing. Caught a few fish so far. Yeah, I've even magged a fishing rod once before, which is a strange thing to pull in when you're magnet fishing. I'm going to have to take up a little bit more fishing, normal fishing, because my son, he likes to fish as well. So, here we go, fishing down at the Mill Pond here in Cambridge. Hi everybody, there you go. Got to be the funniest find of the day. There we go. Yeah, I got myself a fork. Yeah, still waiting for the spoon, still waiting for the knife, but a fork will start me off. So, a fork. Hello everybody, it's Frank here, and I'm now returned home after my great time down in the city centre of Cambridge, where I actually live. I did a little bit of sightseeing, took a few videos and took some pictures of the city centre and universities and the river and stuff like that. It was really, really nice. So then after that, I went to do some magnet fishing, and I did that at a place called the Mill Pond. It's a real nice place to go. It's a place where everyone goes in the summer to get peed, drunk, and probably get high as well. So this is my part of the video now, when I'm going to give you a little rundown of my finds of the day. So let's get started. And I was just talking about people getting drunk and getting high, and these things, there we go, NOS canisters. Yeah, every time I go to that spot, I always seem to pull out NOS canisters, and today was no exception. I managed to pull around about 10 NOS canisters. And of course, I got lots of bottle tops as well. Another thing you find in that stretch of river as well is bottle tops. And moving on to nothing really exciting, I've managed to pull out 3 thin rods here. I think they actually could be spokes. Spokes from a bike, actually. They're very thin. There we go. 3 bike spokes. More like spooks instead of spokes. Anyway, moving on. We've got this bit up next. I reckon this could be off a it looks like a bike lock. It's been cut, I think. Could be off a bike lock. Could be a little wiggly worm. Yes, a bike lock. And then the next one up. There you go. The most cruddy battery that you could ever want. I don't think you'd be sticking that in any electrical device anytime soon. I think that's going in the scrap pile. And then the next thing is probably the least interesting thing of the day. A tin lid. Nothing exciting there. Well, this next one up, I'm not sure what this is. It's a, there we go. I'm not sure what this is coming from. This, if you look there, it's got a little hole in there, bit there. It's like a post thing. I might have to look into this one. Not 100% sure what this could be. And then we have another bit of just basic scrap metal there. Looks like it's got something on the end of here. So, not sure what this is from. Everything must come from something. Well, next one up. I've got to say, I do find a lot of kitchen utensils. I prefer to get nice quality knives and things like that. But today, all I managed to get was a fork. Yes, there was no spoons today. There was no flick knives today. There was definitely no knives at all, so I had to deal with just a fork. But I was happy with that. Yes, more than happy. And then, of course, something I showed in an earlier video. There we go. Somebody must have been clipping their nails down by the river there, and dropped them into the river. I don't think them nail clippers are going to be working anytime soon. So I think I'll have to just deal with the ones I've got in my own bathroom. So they could be cleaned up, mind. And then I've got to say, for the final find of the day, which is a quite a funny thing, because only this, I think it was only last week, I think it was, where I actually had to go and get my bike seat repaired at the bike shop because the bike seat just fell off. And I managed to find this today, which you can see here. It looks like the part where the bike seat would go on top of. There, closer look up. There we go. So that's just the metal bit that comes up from the frame, and the bike seat would sit on top. And then, oh yeah, there's one last thing to show you today. Is of course I showed you probably earlier. Is this thing here? There we go. We've got that strap again. It's something you tighten up with. You can see there. It's one of them sort of straps where you put down something and you pull it in really really tight. So I wouldn't say it was the most exciting um, things found today with magnet fishing, but the adventure and stuff. And it was good to get out of the house because I'd spent 6 days in bed with flu and bronchitis, and I wouldn't say I'm 100% well yet, really. But I managed to get out. It was good just to get out and see people, get some fresh air, and get back to doing something I love doing, which is magnet fishing. So, thank you everybody for tuning in today to my video, and I look forward to making more videos very, very soon. So, have a great week ahead. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.